reusable, washable bleach wipes. Hello, good evening. It's not time here in Tennessee, and still hot. This is Southern Tennessee Mom. Today I'm going to show you how to make reusable bleach wipes. Now, earlier I made one of bleach wipes, and I pulled one out and used it. I wiped my stove off, but I threw this in the washer just to see if it would hold up and you could reuse it. Well, as you can see, it's a little wrinkled, but it's not tore, it's not ripped, and you can still use it. It's still strong. So these are going to be reusable wipes. And what I'm using is the, let me turn this light on, sorry. That's a little bit better, sorry about that. What I'm using is the Brillo Basics reusable wipes. There's a 12 count. These are from the Dollar Tree. There's a 12 count in them, but I'm going to show you how to make 48. Now this will only fit 35 wipes. If you have a larger container, you can have more. This is what I've got left out of. You can see I put 35 in my last container, and I got this left out of that one package. Later on, I'm gonna make reusable dry sheets, sorry. So let's just open this up. Move that out of the way. You need a pair of scissors. I've got these from the Dollar Tree. And you'll need a 1 cup measuring cup. And of course, bleach and water. No, I don't want to move. Sorry, that's my son. Alright, so I'm going to show you what these look like. When you open them up, they actually look like this. It's got like 4 sections, okay? So what we're going to do to save time and my sanity, because I've already cut one package up, I'm going to take these and I'm going to leave them just lengthwise half. So all I'm going to do is just open it up like this. And I'm going to stack them on top of each other. I don't care if they're a little bit crooked. It doesn't matter to me. They'll still wipe the same. Now, if you're one of those people that have to have it perfect, you can do each one separately. I don't. As long as it gets the job done, I'm fine with it. So I'm just going to stack them on top of each other. I'm going to do about 6 at a time. I think I got 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5. So I'm going to get one more. That will be 6. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut right down this seam. Right in the middle. These are the greatest scissors, but they'll do the job. Okay, so and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set those aside just like that. I'm going to do these 6 here. Lay them out the same way. I'm going to pause the video so you don't have to watch me do this. I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. I've got those cut in half. Now they look like this. Let me open this up. So we're going to cut this again. So we're going to do the same method. And I'll just lay them on top of each other. What I think my scissors will cut through. And cut them in half again. Until we're left with one sheet. Okay. So I'm going to pause the video again. So you don't have to watch this, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. Now, I went from 12 sheets to 48, because there was 4 sections, so 4 times 12 is 48. And I only need 35 of these, so I'm going to save the rest and put them with this stack over here, and I'm going to have another video that shows you how to make reusable dryer sheets. But when I need to tell you that when I put this in the washer, I just washed it with towels, and that way, if a little bit of the bleach come off, or you could put it with wipes. But I figured that way it didn't matter, and nothing showed up on my towel, so it was fine. So what I'm going to do is, because we got to fit them in this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, and I'm going to start getting one. I'm going to lay it down flat. And then I'm going to get another one. This takes a little bit of time, but it's worth it in the long run, I think. And I want to give a shout out. I never thought that video would do well. And, you know, I don't do this for money. I would love to, don't get me wrong. I would love to quit my day job and do this full time. But, you know, right now, it's not feasible. But I enjoy it. And I enjoy telling people how to save money, or how I save money. And I really enjoy doing this stuff. But if you can see what I'm doing is, I'm just kind of staggering them. I've got the first one here, and then I've got the second one, not quite on top of it, but just with that much left over. And then this in the same way, lay it on it. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just laying them down there. I'm just kind of, you know, let me see if I can get this to... Sorry, my cameraman, my son, is usually the one that does this. He's at my sister's house tonight, so I'm on my own. But if you can see what I've done, I hope you can tell what I've done. Just kind of, you know, not all the way on, not on top of one another, not like this. You know, just leave a little space. Then stagger the next one the same way. Leave a little space. And so forth until you get to 35 wipes. And I'll come back when I get there. So I'm going to pause the video now. Okay, I'm back. I don't have 35 here. I've got 25s. But I need to tell you this also. When I did wash this one and put it in with the towels, once the washer got, you know, done, I did not put it in the dryer. I just laid it out to dry on its own. But I've only got 25 here, and you can see they're kind of staggered on top of one another. See that? How this one doesn't quite meet. It's kind of laying there, and then the next one, and so forth all the way down. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, because I need 35, okay. I'm going to start, and I'm going to roll them. I'm not going to roll it tight. It's not necessary. You don't have to roll it tight. But you can see some of it will come up like that. Some will come up like that, and that's fine if it does that. You see, I just pulled that loose, but it's okay. I'm just going to put it back on there. And I'm just going to keep rolling until I get down here to almost at the end. All right, so I'm just gonna hold it there. So I've got 25. 26, 27, 28, 30, 1, 2. Sorry. Counting myself here. It's hard to do this one-handed. 33, 34. I don't want to miscount. And 35. All right, instead of using that last one on the 35th one, I'm going to use that one that I used, that I washed. As you can see, I'm going to hold it up to this one. It drew up just a little bit. See the length? Just hair. And that's fine. You know, that doesn't bother me. I can reuse them and save money. I'm just going to lay it right on top of it, and it'll be just fine. Just roll it up till you get all the way to the end. Okay, now I'm just kind of pat it down a little bit. Okay. And I'm gonna take my container, I'm gonna pop off the lid. Okay. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just squeeze them in there. And don't worry about it if it sticks up, because this container is not that tall. It's fine. I'm just gonna kind of make it fit, and they're fine. I'm gonna get the middle one out. I'm gonna pull it up just a hair, okay? All right. So now, let me get just a second. Let me get a cup of water. It doesn't. Just a second. Alright. Now I've got a cup of water now. I brought this bowl in case I spilled it, but actually I'm gonna set that inside there. That way I don't make a mess. But it doesn't matter if it's hot or cold water. I just got cold water. I'm just going to pour it in there and try to get some on the sides. And you can, it really starts to saturate it. Alright. And now I've got Clorox bleach. Now, I have off-brand bleach in there too. I just happened to have this. They had a really good sale. But you can use off-brand bleach, whatever. It doesn't matter. Just take a cup of your bleach. Be careful you don't splash it on yourself. And just do the same thing. You want to pour it in there. You know, I have tried to make this with paper towels, and they say to buy the most expensive ones and the only good quality paper towels, and it'll work just fine. I tried that, spent a fortune, and they still just turn to nothing. It's not even paper anymore. It's just like mush. So to me, these work out much better. To me, they don't get saturated. I mean, they get saturated. You can tell that by just looking at it. It is wet. But they don't start turning into mush. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, close the lid, put the lid back on it, and I'm just going to kind of shake it up and just distribute all the bleach and the water throughout the sheets. Okay? And so now I'm going to pull from the middle. I got the wrong one. Huh? Come on. Maybe I didn't do something right with that one. Hang on. I think I'm gonna have to take these back out and refold them. I didn't get folded right or something. Let me show the one that I done earlier. I was a little bit neater how I folded these up. These are the same thing. They're bleach mops. But see, I just pulled one out and one come back up. Pull another one out, another one come up. So, you know, they don't have to be perfect as long as they work. Okay? I don't care if they're perfect. I don't even care if that's perfect. As long as they work. And I can use them and reuse them and put them in the washer. And you can tell they're wet. And you can tell, I mean, you can't smell it, but you can smell the chlorine. Trust me, 1 cup is plenty. And so I'm just going to put them back down in there. I don't care. As long as it works. It saves me money. I'm going to try to fix this a little bit. Oops. Make a mess, Tracy. Well, there's one. Got one out. There's another one. Okay, so it does work. I just didn't roll it right. So maybe you should roll it a little neater than I did on this. Oh, there it comes out. Okay, I just didn't have it rolled right. Okay. But the idea is staggering, and so you can pull one out and then pull out the next one and then the next one and so forth. Just like that. And so I'm just going to put these back down here, in here. And I can still pull them out. So that's reusable bleach mops. And I used 2 packages, so that's $1 a piece. And this container's been well loved. You can see the labels coming out, but oh, I know what it was. This container's a little bit taller than this one. I didn't realize that. That's why that one worked better. So, heads up on that. Just watch for your containers too. Make sure you're, you know, that is a little bit taller than this. That's a good length, so that's why I had a little bit of trouble getting those out. But that's okay. So, I'll have to clean up a mess here I made on my table. But, so I used 2 of these, which is $1 a piece. And I'm going to get that up because that is bleach and I don't want that running my table. I would be upset at myself. Okay. So, and then, you know, but I only used 35 sheets per thing. Like I told you before, this made 48 sheets. So I still got all these left over. 48. So I've got 13 sheets here. And then I've got 13 sheets from before. So I've got a total of 26 sheets that later on I'll use for dryer sheets. I'll use them as homemade reusable dryer sheets. And I'll do another video soon on that, show you how to do it. But Thank you all for subscribing and liking my videos. I really appreciate that. This makes me feel so good. And I'll see you next time. Like and subscribe it. Thank you. Alright. Once you have used a bleach wipe and you wiped off your counters or your stove or your table, either one, and you need something to put them in. So what I done is I love to repurpose things. And I just took this old OxyClean box that's empty and I wrote use bleach drops on it with a Sharpie. And for my kids and my husband. And then once you use it, just put it in that container when you get so many in there. Then just pop them in the washer, and then once you get enough, put them back in the container, and 1 cup bleach, 1 cup water, and shake it up, and you'll be good to go again. Thank you. If you like the video, like it, subscribe, and share. Thank you very much.